Hello everyone, I am VerdantTea and I'm here today with more Deadly Premonition Origins. Ooh. Honestly, I'm kind of curious to see what's next given how it ended last time, so let's see where it goes from here. Epilogue. It's the loggiest eppies. Oh! Is this Harry without the mask?
Are you leaving today?
He was the guy in the
Zach,
dream scene area.
I told you the other day. Did you believe
I think.
any of it?
The fact of the matter is that I couldn't save Emily. So it really doesn't matter whether I believed you or not.
I'm very sorry about her.
Also, why do you have this painting?
There's something mysterious about that picture. There's a calming beauty to it, and yet it exudes sadness.
Harry, I have a few questions for you.
About what, Zach?
Your last name isn't really Stewart, is it?
Yeah, that is correct. It's really Woodman. Harry Woodman. George was my son.
Oh.
When I was there. Why?
The same reason as your father. Long, long ago, I too was unable to shoot my wife. What's worse was that I was also unable to kill myself. Which is why I lost both. The woman I loved and my son. My wife suffered from a mental illness, but I still loved her. I wanted to save George too, if I could. Everything was my fault. If only I had the courage to make the right decision, Emily and the other girls would not have died. But you have put an end to all of that.
I wonder if they are happy.
Zach, no need to worry about that. York will guide Emily and the other girls into...
What's everybody so accepting and understanding about York? Like, they just are. And, yeah. Oh. Got to ride in a limo at least. Oh.
Hey, Michael. Mind stopping the car for a moment?
Very well, Mr. Francis Zach Morgan.
Has it been this entire time he's been introducing himself as Zach and everything, and we've just been seeing it as York because we've been playing as sort of York, sort of Zach? I'm curious.
I heard you're leaving.
I guess they get Willie? But...
Uh-huh. That's right.
what is Willie's connection with, like,
It's a shame about Emily. The other
Kaysen?
girls too.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, it's a shame.
How are Isaac and Isaiah?
That's putting it mildly.
Oh, they're fine. They still don't think the girls are dead.
And whose fault is that, Zach? And York?
Give it to him yourself.
Who are feeding
He's right
him,
next to you.
feeding them delusions?
Oh, okay. I understand. We'll do it for you. Emily kind of told us to give this to you. Emily said it's a present for Zach.
Thank you. Where did you get this?
Emily asked us to give it to you. See? She's over there. There's another Zach there too. You're twins, just like us.
Emily couldn't give it to you herself. She said she's too embarrassed. So, she asked us to hand it to you.
Emily really likes you, Zach. She really likes you.
No, she doesn't. Not me. She really likes that guy York, the guy you see standing next to her. Anyways, you two. Be nice to the girls, okay? And they'll be nice to you.
We don't like girls.
Girls are boring.
Well, be nice to Thomas then.
Gotta love him. Just full of energy.
Emily, York. Sounds like you're both doing fine. I feel better about you two now. And hey, York. I figured out why George carried Anna's body all the way into the woods. It was for them. He wanted Isaac and Isaiah to find her.
Why? What sane,
Francis Zach Morgan.
even insane reasoning could you have to want little kids to find a dead body?
For that, you can go home. I want to take a look around more.
Very well then. I'm sure Mr. Stewart will approve of that.
Ah, thank you, Michael.
Okay. Now, quite frankly, there's a couple of side missions that I can do, and I'll probably put them in the side quest episodes that aired before this, so check them out if you haven't already. And you know what? Actually, think because that was so short, I think I'll go on and do those side quests now. And then that way at least there'll be enough here for more. Or at least some of those side quests, because the paranormal nonsense one that Keith has is annoying. Although, actually, now that I think about it, what is this out here? Why is there a mission quest all the way out here? Oh, it's at the hotel. I'll do these ones first, these side quests, and then I'll go see what that is and see if it has an actual end beyond it. Did my car really just get stuck backing up into it? Oh, the jank. Never change. Deadly Premonition, never change. Oh, talking bit.
York, can you hear me? I'm a little jealous. I'm all alone on this side now. But don't worry, York. I've had it easy for so long having you with me. I need to get used to being on my own.
It's actually kind of sad. York's not staying in contact like Zach was with York. Guess York's all wrapped up in his relationship with Emily now, so guess it makes sense, but still. Anyway. Alright, and we're here. We're supposed to meet Harry and Michael, but apparently, not yet. It's closed for now, so I'm going to go ahead and do a wait thing. Actually, let me... Yeah, okay. Food and caffeine is fine. Haha. I guess they're out getting the center sandwich. Oh man, I can't go eat lunch at the sheriff's station anymore because everyone's dead. They're gonna need a new sheriff too. You ever think about settling down, Zach? Starting up a life out here? Nice countryside? Probably not, but still. Alright. I'm assuming this is where we get the side quest things because it did say to talk to Harry and Michael. Oh, please don't make me go through the entire frickin' dungeon thing again. Okay, good. They should be in the dining hall. Oh. That would have been obnoxious as all get out. Okay, so let's...
Yes?
help you with something. Okay, Michael, you're not your usual self. Oh, what are you talking about? I'm fine, nothing wrong with me at all. Well, you're not rhyming for starters. I don't know why I can't get his yet. It may be a time of the day sort of thing. Let me, that, and then talk to Harry.
Zach, you don't feel like leaving this town yet, do you?
You're right. Something's making me want to stay a bit longer.
Well, since you gave me a visit, why don't we play a little game?
A game?
A simple game. You don't have to go anywhere. I'll ask you multiple choice questions about Greenvale, that's all. Would you like to give it a try?
Sounds like fun.
Then let me know when you want to get started.
Oh, this will be embarrassing how bad I do, but I may as well. I do have a question, though, for anybody out there who's curious and all, or thinks about things in a twisted way like I do. Harry asked if Zach believed his story the other day or whatever about the original Red Raincoat Killer and everything, and when I did the sort of flashback thing myself where it was not sepia toned, which I think that might mean it's real rather than through the lens of memory or anything. I didn't see Harry there. Like, when the Red Raincoat Killer guy was running around, Harry didn't come up and attack him or anything, even though it was basically the scene that Harry described originally. And that makes me think that possibly Harry was the original Red Raincoat Killer. Like, not his dad, he himself was. And the reason he knew about the military and everything else is because as the Red Raincoat Killer, you go up to the clock tower, and he notes, as the Red Raincoat Killer notes, every single chime of the clock tower, just like Harry said he did. I'm legitimately starting to think that Harry might have been the original Red Raincoat Killer, which makes it even more twisted, kind of, that George was the second one. Oh, wow. And Harry knew all this time and didn't tell us, so I'm on to you, Harry. I'm on to you. Although, I mean, it's not like he could control it back then and everything, so... Can I talk to you to start it? Hello? Harry? Can I talk to you now? Thank you.
All right, then. These questions are about Greenvale. Are you ready?
Does it matter?
First question.
Keeper of the Woods, Jim Green. Who is he the father of? Keith Ingram or Lily Ingram? Oh, no. I want to say Lily, but I'm going to say Keith anyway because they kind of look alike.
That was quite unfair.
Nope, it was Lily. Darn it.
That was a little tough, even for you, Zach.
There's still a lot I don't know about this place.
Well, you may try again whenever you wish. Just let me know, and I'll be ready to challenge you again. All right, then. These questions are about Greenvale. Are you ready? First
No.
question.
What does he like to eat the most? That I know, it's the potato chips. I know because he gave me a card with the potato chips when I answered his thing, and it said it was his favorite snack or whatever.
Well done. But how about this next one? Second question.
Where was Becky killed? Becky was killed in her house, in the bathroom. I was about to say in the bedroom and then drug or put up in the bathroom, but then I remembered she was still alive there, so... What did York consider a big problem after Emily visited him at the hotel? Emily had been thinking about Zach. I think that was the problem because York was jealous, maybe?
Zach is simply
Yes! Okay.
It's quite difficult to answer these consecutively.
Perhaps it's just a sign that I put too much heart into my work.
Perhaps. But you must control your feelings, your desire to stay.
Oh, you're right. At this rate, I'll be here forever.
Well then, I shall give you your prize. Here, take this.
It's dangerous to go alone. Why do you have this? And how did you know the thing about
Care now, and follow your own.
my dad's thing? Why, Harry? Oh. Okay, well. No place for you to hear. Take your time, but you need to make... Well, screw you too, Harry. What the heck are you serving him? What the... Oh! Oh no! Oh, what the...
Yes?
Wow. Okay. Yep. Alright, I am going to go over here where I'm not watching something being jammed into Harry's neck tubes and try to wait until later time to bug Michael. And maybe then he'll talk to me about stuff. It showed the mission thing was over here? Oh, We're gonna go through Michael's diary then.
What's this? Day 2190. It's my 6th year working for Mr. Stewart. On this special day, I have noticed something terrible. I've lost a most precious object. Day 2192. I've looked everywhere, but I still cannot find it. I cannot discuss this with Mr. Stewart. What should I do? The precious bird carving that he gave me. Where did I put it? Day 2193. I have searched inside and outside. Even in the car. I've looked for it at night so Mr. Stewart wouldn't find out. But I cannot find it anywhere. Maybe I should just give up.
I mean, the only places he's been have been the mansion and, like, the diner with Stewart. I guess I will try the diner? Cool. Cool. What is this glowy thing? Bird car. Really? It's this simple that soon? Okay. I'm not gonna complain. It's honestly, at least it was in a logical place and it wasn't like, you know, at the community center or something like, oh, he left it there when they were there for that meeting for whatever reason. That would have just been annoying. Probably should have gotten something to eat there, though. And I can talk to Nick. My new friend, now that I've forgiven him for getting me killed by the dog. Yes. Because their actual thing was quite sweet.
Hey, I'm working here. You can't just stroll into a chef's kitchen.
Perhaps you would give me your permission to enter.
No, get the hell out of here.
Nick, how I've missed you and your belligerent attitude. Ah.
Hi there.
Talk. Is it just me, or is it brighter in here than before? Oh, you noticed. I'm glad. Me and Nick cleaned the place up a bit. He said he wanted to get back to the beginning and start over again. That sounds like a great idea. It is. I've been learning to smile too. Watch. There, what do you think? You've got a lovely smile, Olivia. Full marks from me. Thank you, Mr. Agent.
Hi there.
Show me the menu. Okay, so I'm assuming this means that everybody basically knew he was actually Zach, and maybe he's always kind of looked like he does now, and the whole thing was a delusion in his mind sort of deal. I guess that can work, I guess. Still one or two little things that seem off, but sure. T-bone steak, big and tasty, will satisfy a large amount of your hunger. Good. It's what we were going to order with Emily. Or York was, at least. Made myself kind of sad with that. Okay, so let's go on back to Harry's. This radio better take me all the way up to Harry's house, or I swear. I do not like going up his driveway. It is a mess. And you will have seen me doing it with Sigourney by now, and it's... oh. No! Why? Why do you hate me? Hopefully this will be like the last time I ever have to go up this way. Because I sure as heck am not coming to visit Harry later. Oh, hey. More talky bit.
One more thing, York. I hope things are going well with Emily.
You've always been horrible with women. I gave you tons of advice during your last relationship, and you ignored all of it. I'm sure Emily will take the lead. Just don't fight her. Let her steer you in the right direction.
Wee. Bonk. Get out of the car. Get out, Zach. Ah. Oh no, it's a monster. Ah. A monster named Zach. Ah. Sorry, I'm being weird. I know this. I don't actually have any real regrets about it, but I know this. I acknowledge it. That's as good as you're gonna get out of me for that. Okay. Hey, Michael, I read your diary.
Yes?
It looks unfinished, but he treasures it, so...
Mr. Francis Zach Morgan, this is...
I'm sorry, Michael. I just had to read your
Weird
diary.
hearing him say Francis Zach Morgan instead of York Morgan.
I'm so shocked. I'll stop rhyming for now. Where did you find this?
In the diner, Michael. You were only able to look for it at night, right?
Diner, of course.
It must have meant a lot to you. But why does it have no eyes?
Mr. Francis Zach Morgan, Mr. Stewart gave me this carving the day he adopted me.
It was an unfinished
Oh.
made by Mr. Stewart himself. When he gave it to me, he said, "When you grow up to be a fine man, as a son I can be proud of, I'll give you the eye parts to this bird, and then you can finish the carving yourself." I'm far from receiving the eye parts if I'm losing the bird itself, and I'm far from being a son that Mr. Stewart
Oh.
can be proud of.
Michael,
Mr. Stewart!
let me give you these.
Aw.
These are the eyes for the bird.
Have you forgotten my promise? What a fine son you turned out to be.
But I...
Aw.
It's okay, Michael. Objects are not important. It's your heart that's important. That's what I wanted to teach you, and you've learned it well. I'm proud of you. Thanks to Zach,
Aw.
look, we can stop our act now. You and I need to be a team and steer this town in the right direction.
Mr. Stewart.
Well-
I had a feeling you would bring the carving back. Thank you.
Amazing. He knew exactly what was going on all along.
Mr. Francis Zach Morgan, you've been very kind to help me, and I appreciate it very much.
Liquefied food.
Look after your father, okay?
Hey, you gotta be better than his other son. Ouch, I know, but come on, that was everything we went through. And what the heck is that artwork? I do not know. Yep, that's weird. Good. Good to know things have stayed weird. What happens if I talk to you again? With the case being solved and the forest cleansed, are you off on holiday as a perk, or will you get back to work right away? You must still be thinking about it. Well, I have to explain to everyone why I let this case go on as long as it did and allowed for 6 people to get murdered as a part of this case. Which, by the way, I do love the fact that this painting has Thomas in it now. That's kind of awesome. Anyway. Alright. I'm probably going to have a cut directly to me at the hotel where I do the next bit of plot stuff and all before the end. At least I hope it's plot stuff and not just, well, we're here, let's keep going or something, and then it just fizzles at that point and all, because we haven't seen credits or anything yet, so maybe. Anyway, yes, like I said, or like I was trying to say, I will cut to then, unless there is a talky bit in the car or something that I will show, and yeah, otherwise, expect it then. Cool. Bye. Oh, how foolish and foolhardy you were past me, for there is one more quest I can accomplish now before ending this before going to the hotel and hopefully ending the episode. I have collected 64 cards. Oh my goodness, it was so much pain in the butt stuff sometimes. Like replaying every dungeon on a harder difficulty sort of thing. Anyway, let's see what Wesley gives us for this. Although, to be fair, the Sheriff's Department, Galaxy of Terror, Clock Tower, and Harry's house, replaying those, which I think you can only do in this chapter. Anyway, gets you some pretty cool weapons as well, like the chainsaw, the Raincoat Killer's axe, and the grass cutter, also the infinite assault rifle, but who cares about that? The grass cutter is amazing though, like legitimately, you just hold the left trigger thing to hold it out, and then just hold down attack, and you can literally walk forward and mow them all down. Even better than the chainsaw and everything else. This is, honestly, I like this even better than the legendary guitar grass cutter. Ooh. But let's find out what Wesley has for us now. Maybe it'll be the 65th card, since there is still one missing down here at the bottom. Alright. Talk.
You found new cards? Show them to me.
Here you go, buddy.
64 cards. That's a full set. I never
Sort of a missing
be
one.
able to see a full set of these cards. I appreciate you showing them to me. Here's a little something, as promised.
Is this a lightsaber?
That light sword was a top secret weapon developed by the U.S. Army. Just read the
Or the
manual
Jedi.
before trying to use it. Hold on to it, okay?
Sweet.
And thank you for showing me the full set.
Don't know how I'm supposed to get the last one then, but I think I've got everything he's selling. Yep. Okay. So, continuing on, as past me said, over to the hotel. Alright. Bye. And now, present me realizes something with all my age and wisdom that past me of a couple of minutes ago could never have thought of. And that's that I forgot to show off the light sword. So, wee. Like, it even looks like a lightsaber on the hilt, too. Wee, wee. Okay, sorry. Even holds it like the whole Jedi thing of holding the lightsaber. Anyway, sorry, I just thought that was really cool. And now I've shut it off. Haha, past self. Live and learn. Talk.
York, tonight I'm going to sleep like a baby.
In a crib?
Zach, it's over. All finished. It's time for you to leave town. Are you ready to go?
There's still things I want to do.
Take as long as you need. I'm on your side no matter what.
Sorry everyone, there is one more side quest I just want to do, and then I swear I'll do it. The leaving. And can I maybe get him something to where he doesn't have his head wrapped up like that? It looks disconcerting. Nope. I cannot. And it's raining. I hope Milk Barn is open. Closed. Alright, let's see. Hey Keith, Lily, do you want me to tell you about that disgusting jerk of a guy you were letting hang around your kids? Yep, okay. You don't even want to talk about it. Got it.
Hey, bro!
Ignore the problem. I see how it is. Alright, Spiritual Map C. This is the final quest I have too, so... See it?
Hey, man. That map you just bought. It's the map to get to the Greenvale Central Substation. It's down by the Emerald River, owned by a company named Darius Incorporated. It's there to supply extra power through hydroelectricity. Cool, huh?
Yeah, sustainable.
But it hasn't been used since a certain incident.
I do love when he does that.
It was Laura, the only daughter of the rich Bartons who lived down by the lake. One weekend morning, the man of the house, Alex, was awoken by the screams of his wife. When she calmed down, she told him that Laura was gone. Alex did his best to calm his hysterical wife and started looking for the girl. There were a lot of possibilities at this point as to what happened. But heading out to the garden, he came across something chilling. His daughter's beloved dog, soaking wet, with one of her shoes in his mouth.
She drowned.
Ah, well, Alex headed for the bathroom next. I would have headed straight for the boathouse myself. Was he confused? Maybe just shaken? He washed his face, his hands, and then he called the police.
So he was worried about something else.
Oh yeah, FBI, you're hot. The police searched the lake for like 10 days, but they didn't find Laura. The search was called off, but some people started to doubt that this was a simple drowning. 31 days after she vanished, Laura showed up in a most unexpected place. There was a massive power
Her
outage
grandmother's
after a
house.
night of rain. Laura's body was the cause. Oh man, it makes me shudder to even think about it. When a worker from the electricity company opened up the water turbine, there she was, inside, mutilated. Having fallen into the lake, the turbine must have sucked her up. The blood vessels in her eyes had burst, and her nails were ripped off.
Oh, dude,
Her hair
enough.
all caught in the turbine, too. It must have been a painful way to die, man. And
Yeah, no joke.
during the autopsy, signs of abuse were found on her body.
That's what the father was worried about.
Of course, that led to the rumors that she took her own life. Lost in a maze of abuse by her parents, she chose to give up
I
living.
thought I was done with the content warnings, but
She brought the truth to light. Kinda creepy though, huh? Sad too. You better
Very,
be careful, Mr.
and tragic.
FBI, if you go down there by yourself.
okay. As per usual with these challenges, I'll show you me arriving at the place, but I probably won't make you sit through me going through all of it because, oh my goodness, those things take forever to go through. So I will be arriving there and then probably showing it, cutting, maybe showing what I got at the end of it, but then I will probably just go back to the hotel and you can see it there. Oh, and it's right next to his house too. Wow, that's kind of creepy, honestly. Okay, everyone, so this is the spot for the psychic guide spot sort of thing, and yeah, it just is sort of an arena fight usually with these, so here's the famous paranormal place they talked about. Maybe I should give it a shot. Ooh. Ah. Well, I may include just a second or two of, oh no, never mind. This is different. I was going to demonstrate the light sword, but I apparently have to do this instead.
You shouldn't have come.
Yeah, probably not. This was wrong on many levels, so let's okay. This is a boss rush.
I'm the chosen one.
Oh, suck my butt.
Going to crush you. You think you're so clever. Anymore. I am divine.
X.
I'm taking it serious, York.
Let's see if he has the same exploit as...
You can beat me, York.
Oh my goodness. That is so much damage. Ow.
Scum. Why? I'm supposed to be divine!
Oh my goodness. Yeah. This isn't going the best. Ow.
I'm scared, Zack. You'll pay for this!
Oh, not the QTE rush. I hate you so much right now. I finally beat the second stage of Kaysen in this redo of all the bosses, so hopefully I'll be able to handle his third form without any problem. I'm actually taking the biscuit with me in case I need it for health or something, because this has been a nightmare. Finally getting Kaysen's second form done hurt my arm and hand so much I had to wait for a second day, and now it's sore again. And I swear if I lose to this form of Kaysen, I will probably let loose a heart-rending scream. But yep, that's about it. I also need to flip over my weather doll. Again. I hate boss rushes. I hate a lot of things that this game uses, and yet I like this game. I don't know what it is. Oh my goodness, that did so little damage. Ah. Haha. Climb up your arm, Kaysen. Oh my goodness. I did it. I did it. I finally freaking did it. Oh my goodness. Oh, that hurts so much. Oh. You know, I'm not complaining because I really do appreciate the item. But I wish I could have gotten it before I went through that battle. Through all the battles. You know what? They should have just given me that at the start of the game. And I don't know if there's a New Game Plus that allows you to keep items, but there really should be if there isn't. Because it's the only way you can get true, like, usage out of it, I'd imagine. But that being said, we're gonna try it out. Thank goodness. Now, I don't know how much I included of that or didn't, but I would like to say that I went through a boss rush where I had to fight powered up versions of Thomas, George in his S&M zombie outfit, George as his Super Saiyan self, and then the quick time event shoot the axe version of George, which, by the way, if you miss, you have to wind up fighting the second form again until you get him down in health to that. Yeah. After that, you have to fight Kaysen in all three of his forms. So the first one where he's hanging on the rafters and then does the bouncy ball thing at you and everything. Had to beat him like that. Then I had to beat his version where he's crawling on the wall behind you as you're running. And that's entirely QTEs. I died to that one. And I would like to say is that when you die to that or to any of them, I'd imagine, it doesn't just take you back to the start of that fight or whatever if you click continue. It takes you back to the start of the day. Meaning you had to go buy the thing from Keith again and everything else to get it started. I called it a night after that and then started fresh the next day, and I actually managed to beat it, including the third form, which was him again. Oh, and did I mention that all of these hit harder and take more hits to kill? Yeah. The final version of Kaysen with my Magnum, I had to shoot his doll in his hand over 12 times with the Magnum. But by persevering through all of that, by getting all of it done, and oh, there was a lot. I then got this, the rocket launcher, which, infinite ammo and everything else, it probably would have been better if I was still really early game, or if I hadn't done all of the side quests and everything already, but and replaying the dungeons, but yeah. Sweet. Okay, so that is that. So it is finally done. I am going to go back to the milk barn to save, and then I am going to Polly's, and we are going to see the end of the game and relax. My partner AN, apparently she said that she didn't do most of the side quests, and she sure as heck didn't do those psychic missions. I think like she finished with only one of the infinite weapons, and it was not the Magnum, but another one you get early on or something. It was, yeah. Like the first psychic hotspot one, the infinite SMG, and she just thought it wasn't worth it after that and just continued on. And honestly, that's probably the way the game is meant to be played. So kudos and cheers to her, because I needed my infinite Magnum, because I do not have skills or luck. I have pain and perseverance. A lot of pain. Okay, now let's see the end of the game, shall we? Talk.
York, tonight I'm going to sleep like a baby.
In a crib. And wake up by pooping myself. Yes, immature, I know, but quite honestly...
Zach, it's over.
I deserve a rest after that.
It's time for you to leave town. Are you ready to go?
Yes, I am ready.
Then this is goodbye, Zach. Thank you.
Goodbye, York.
Good night, Zach. And sleep tight.
Hey, Polly. Wow, that was a long time ago.
Picture?
How did she not recognize Kaysen?
We took it when the clock tower was built.
50 years ago?
That's right. That's me in the middle. I was pretty popular back then. Men were always around me. Sorry to keep you waiting. Just sign here, please. Mr. Morgan? Mr. Morgan!
Oh, I'm sorry, Polly. I was just thinking of a friend. Someone who was with me for a long, long time.
He must have been a really good friend then.
I'd like to talk about some of my thoughts after this.
For him at a time like this.
Indeed. We used to fight, but he really was a good person. He's gone now, though. Gone away to a place where we can't meet again.
I'm sorry to hear that, but if he's a friend of yours, I'm sure he's getting on just fine.
Thank you, Polly. You know what? I think so, too.
Mr. Morgan? Mr. Morgan, why are you staring off into the distance? Mr. Morgan! Mr. Morgan? You have a car. Finally decides not to smoke. Holy heck. The ladybug from the beginning sounds like a motor vehicle. And that is the end. Although I do want to check the specials option in the menu since it wouldn't let me select it before, but... Okay, so I have thoughts, and quite honestly, last night, after getting the main portion of the ending, I started looking up theories online. So, there's arguments that Kaysen was a demon who made deals with people, or that he was an alien. I don't know, because it said he was a messenger of the red tree. And I kind of view that more as one of those sort of plants from beyond sort of thing. Honestly, I'm not sure either one is entirely accurate. The way I view Kaysen is Kaysen is an entity that took over a body and just brought about pain and suffering as a messenger of the red tree. And I think the red tree is more of a great old one eldritch being sort of deal. That's my theory, at least, because it's not really explained in anything or by anything in this, just red tree, and there are red trees around town that obviously are not natural. The whole thing with Kaysen, some people argue, why didn't Polly recognize Kaysen and everything else? Some people just said, oh, she's old. And honestly, I didn't think about it until I saw Willy Enigma? Okay, I didn't think about it until I saw the picture and started thinking about why Polly wouldn't recognize Kaysen. And I sort of came to a realization. I think that it's a case of something... I think what we see as Kaysen isn't what everyone sees as Kaysen. Because at the end, Kaysen was saying, oh, you'd make a good doll or whatever. As if he would take him over. And we already know Kaysen has argued about locking people, or has the ability to lock people away into the Red Room sort of thing. And it's only thanks to Zach, or only thanks to York, that Zach ever got out of it. So I think that ooh, pretty. Sorry. I think that Zach was, or not Zach, sorry. I think that Kaysen was a body that was taken over by the entity we just call Forrest Kaysen, and that the spirit of the original body was sort of trapped in the Red Room and kind of whittled away to nothing, sort of thing. So whatever the entity was had full control over the body. That's my theory, at least. Everyone's allowed their own. My own personal one. I do think, and what I thought was interesting was that Swery actually commented on Willie, because apparently somebody noticed that the map looks like Willie out as an outline, and he said that Willie was the keeper of Kaysen, which I didn't see anything to depict until that very end sequence, where Willie was going around with the Kaysen doll in his mouth. I think Willie is going to basically try putting the Kaysen soul into one of the kids or something later, and locking up their actual souls, because we already know they have somewhat touched the Red Room, and I think that's because they've been with Kaysen, that they have those sort of angel forms in the Red Room. It would also explain why the hell they're so creepy. Because they are really creepy. Oh my goodness. Honestly, the game had a lot of jank to it, but I really, really enjoyed it. It was a very intense game. I am really glad I played it. I think it'll be a while before I try ever replaying it, if I ever do. I can definitely recommend it to people, though. I'm happy the Thomas bit wasn't half as offensive as I was worried about, because I had heard the second one had some offensive transphobic stuff in it, and I'm happy it didn't, go that route. So, okay. Anyway, I think that, oh, there is more. Oh, that was surprisingly cathartic. Oh, I did not expect to cry during that. Honestly, I didn't expect to cry during any of this, but that just... wow. That makes me happy. So, Anyway, there's a lot of weird, crazy theories out there. I've told you some of my take. I do believe the shadows are victims of the original purple mist sort of deal, because it says that their corpses brought back by evil spirits when you look at the trading card of them. So I think the evil spirit and everything is, in this case, Kaysen and the purple mist sort of deal. The otherworld stuff. Okay, so the otherworld stuff I legitimately believe to be somewhat of a metaphysical thing, like a interpretation of that location as being corrupted by the red tree and the roots, as you see the roots everywhere when you're in that sort of otherworld. And I believe it's Kaysen able to pull people in, or the red tree itself able to pull people in. The red room was obviously controlled by the red tree and everything, hence why there were red trees everywhere when you saw it, and the girls were victims of the red room and everything and the red tree. However, I think they kind of escaped that as York took them to the white room area. And I almost feel like there's another entity, like the white tree or something, that's sort of opposing the red tree. I'm coming up with a lot of stuff off the top of my head here, so if any of it sounds stupid, there's a reason why. It's because it is. I'm just thinking out loud here. Anyway, but I almost feel like there's that, and York at the end took the girls to the white room with the white tree and everything. That was sort of the paradise at the end. And so I legitimately think that's what was meant with that ending. Ooh, I have access to special now. Okay, left. Door, trading cards. There they are. What are you, door? Inaccessible. Got it. What's up? Wait. What's that thing? Hang on a second. I want to see that again. Darn it, too late. Okay, I'm gonna cut out me checking the picture album real quick just to see what that said and copy it down real quick. Okay, I'm back. Alright, so apparently it said TV 25, JB 14, TC 26, and PT 203. I'm going to temporarily hide my little VTuber thingy, so in that way we can actually see some of this. Coverage photo, coverage photo. Are these just... Is that... What is coverage photo? Oh well, anyway. Let's see here, we've got TV. Let's go to 25. Truth. Okay, you know what? I can't. I don't think they would. I can't. Said 25 or 35? Hang on one second, everyone. That's a 3. Okay, everyone, I was incorrect. It's actually 35. I looked at it again. I didn't think anybody would want to view that one again, because holy heck. Oh. This one is just titled Epilogue. Okay, let's see what it is. Oh, Yeah. This one. Well.
Polly, what's that picture?
See,
Oh, that. We did
that's,
it when the clock
I
tower
think,
was built.
because
50 years ago?
That's
York and
right.
Zack have that connection
me
to
in the
Kaysen
middle.
of the past and the metaphysical and everything else.
popular back then.
They're able to
And
see
we're
the true
always around,
Kaysen.
Pete.
That's sort of my theory as to why they recognize Kaysen, even in the picture and
Just
everything,
sign it, please.
when Kaysen
Mr. Morgan.
may have been possessing
Mr.
a different
Morgan.
body and why nobody else recognizes him.
I'm sorry, Polly. I was just thinking of a friend. Someone who was with me for a long, long time.
He must have been a really good friend then.
Also kind of explains the whole thing of
Time like this.
the,
We used to fight, but
why am I brain farting today, everyone? I apologize.
gone away to a place where we can't meet.
The,
I'm sorry to hear that. But if he's a friend of yours, I'm sure he's getting on just fine.
just fine.
You know what? I think so too.
So, I think that it's a situation where, because of that connection and because of the connection in the metaphysical, he's able to perceive the actual Kaysen. Because I don't see that Kaysen. Like, in the Red Room where we saw on the board all the different little Kaysens in different states, which I thought was a fabulous touch as sort of a, like, hidden thing for fun. I thought it was really cool, and I think that it's because of... So creepy with the eyes on that dog at that point. Anyway, I think that he was in different outfits during each of those. Like, when you looked at it, he wore a different outfit. Like, he was in a suit and tie in one. He was in a different outfit in another. I'm sorry, I'd have to go back and actually look to get the exact ones. But I noticed he was in those in different outfits, and I think that might have been either different bodies or him adopting different personas, yet York is still able to recognize him as him, sort of thing, because of that connection. So next one on the list is JB14, and I assume that's Jukebox. Jukebox Hero. Miss Stiletto Heels. Let's hear this one. I don't know if we have to listen to the whole thing or not, but I'm going to just in case it winds up being a thing that you need to do for the, like, whatever the heck this code is. I do love hidden codes in games and everything else, and secret lore or hidden things, so I'm not complaining. However, I am worried that this might be copyright claimed, so I'm probably gonna skip this bit just in case. Although I do like the deer head back there dancing. Alright. Let's see. TC, I'd assume, is trading card 26. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 26. Polly. Hey, Polly. She enjoys talking, but is hard of hearing. I heard the dingy noise. Let's try the door now, I guess. Hey, it opened! Oh, we get to be Zack again. Yay! Now, I'm going to see about doing this the way that I found one of the cards in a thing, which was a pain in the butt. Like, but see what I mean? This one is white room sort of deal, like white tree sort of thing instead of the red tree. Alright, let's just keep going. Oh, hey. Why? Why is he here? Yes, why are you here? I could have wished for a little bit more lore, but at the same time, I cannot say that I was disappointed. Oh my goodness. Trading card. Yeah, the final trading card. Swery, the direct... Swery 65. Bar. The director of this game, he created Deadly Premonition, was inspired by the small towns in the Northwest. He loves big hamburgers and can't live without ketchup. There are many Easter eggs about him hidden in this game. Try to find them all. Yeah, I read somewhere that one of the pictures in the sheriff's office, like of a police officer with a dog or something, I think that was supposed to be him. So yeah. I think I've pretty much completed the game. 100% there. Anyway, but yeah, I think the last one, the PT 203, was this, because if you look, when I remove the coverage photo, I don't know why PT photo something, but it said 2-03, and this is the only one that has multiple things, so I imagine number 2 and then number 3 was it. Ooh, those are pretty. Hey. Oh my goodness, I just realized the connection there. So in the pause room, you are kind of in the red room where basically Zach is. So in the pause menu, you've been being Zach sort of thing. But if you remember George's story about the deer that were immortal and he gutted them, and the deer dancing in the background there may actually be one of those deer. So, thought that was cool. Okay. Anyway, yes, save. That's a lot. The game is a lot. I spent almost 43 hours playing the game, and even if not near that amount actually makes it into the videos and all, this has been my longest running series, and I'm kind of exhausted from it. I'm still going to keep doing games and videos. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a few shorter little one-shotty sort of games or whatever. You know, those whole little game of the day sort of things you can find that are a 1 to 2 hour experience. Do those in a couple of episodes and just finish them off, or even some that are even shorter. I plan on doing a few of those, and then I also plan on starting up my next big series, which is not a game, rather a series of games. I am planning on doing a crappy games collection. Sort of an is this game as bad as they say situation, where I will be looking at games that were pretty much immediately written off for being bad or whatever, and give them a fair shake, try to be honest and non-judgmental, discard everything I know, and just roll with it. One of them will eventually be this sequel, but that's for later. I plan on basically playing those games until I get tired of them and then moving on to the next one. So if you do know of any game that's either a guilty pleasure game that was kind of written off, or a game that's just flat out bad, let me know in the comments, because I want to look into them, and you may get to see me torture myself with them, because stuff like, I had heard semi-good things about Daymare, and that wound up being a big load of as far as I'm concerned. So, yeah. Anyway, I'm going to have to end this long epilogue ending episode here. If you enjoyed it, then I hope you'll please leave a like on it. Will you also please, just for my own edification and as a reward for even getting through that nightmare of a boss rush, will you please, please, please click the subscribe button? And then, you know, if you want, you can ring the bell, and then you'll know when I release a new video. Also, get into the comments, let me know how I'm doing, tell me about any of those games or anything else you'd like to see me cover. Maybe a game that, you know, is janky as heck and all, but yeah, still deserves a fair shake, like this one. Or a game that's just flat out bad. And I don't mean like one of those cheap dollar games on Steam that's intentionally made to be a cash grab, so of course it's bad. I mean like a game. One that actually has some depth to, well, not necessarily depth, but an attempt at something, as opposed to just fizzle cash grab nonsense. Like, part of me is interested in eventually playing Gollum and that horrible Kong game and everything else, but I think everybody knows they're garbage right now, so probably will wait to do them for a little bit. Anyway, thank you all for joining me on this epic adventure, and especially on this episode. I hope to see you all in the next episode. Until then, stay awesome. Bye now.